I want to talk about butts. Big butts. Don't laugh here because big butts are actually big business. Companies are marketing to them and cashing in on them. And whether they mean to or not, some big butt celebrities are leading the way. Jennifer Lopez, one of the hottest female artists on the market, and everyone knows J-Lo has a big butt. Beyonce is equally hot, and although she recently lost a lot of weight for the movie Dreamgirls, Beyonce too has a healthy bottom. And then there's tennis superstar Serena Williams. She's got a champion's heart and a champion's behind. She knows it and said this when her critics said she was getting fat. Serena says, "I was looking in the mirror and my waist is still 28 inches. I have a large ass and it always just looks like I'm bigger than the rest of the girls. I've been the same weight for I don't know how long," she says, "and I could lose 20 pounds, but I'm still gonna have these knockers and I'm still gonna have this ass. And that's just the way it is." That from Serena Williams. And guess what? A lot of other women out there agree with Serena because when they turn around and look at their backsides in the mirror, they see the same thing. The fact is, people come in all shapes and sizes. There are a lot of women out there with big behinds. Some are very comfortable with this, and others aren't. Well, Madison Avenue is very comfortable with it, and they're marketing it because, as I said, big butts are big business. I want you to take a look at a couple of ads. This one is from Dove. They've recruited a group of what they call real women of different sizes. Dove says that they wanted to chip away at the unrealistic images of beauty. That ad from Dove. Now take a look at this one. This is from hip-hop artist Nelly, who has launched his own brand of jeans geared towards women with big butts. The jeans are called apple bottom jeans. Nelly says that they're meant to curve around the buttocks and the thighs. And then there's this Nike Big Butts Thunder Thighs Just Do It ad campaign. Now let me read this one to you because the lettering on your screen is a bit small, but it reads like this. "My butt is big and round, like the letter C, and 10,000 lunges have made it rounder, but not smaller, and that's just fine. It's a space heater for my side of the bed. It's my ambassador to those who walk behind me. It's a border collie that herds skinny women away from the best deals at clothing sales out there. My butt is big and that's just fine. And those who might scorn it are invited to kiss it. Just do it." Now that's an edgy ad. Joining me is Angela Edmonds. She's the owner of a retail showroom in Philadelphia that caters to full-figured women, many of which have big butts. Angela, thanks for being here to take on this topic. Not a conventional topic, I know.
Definitely. Thank you for having me.
But is this topic, are we inbounds talking about this, or are we out of bounds here?
No, we're in. I think that the larger exterior is more accepted now. I think it's just an society acceptance of shape. It's what I call women embracing the booty.
Yeah, well, we embracing the booty. All right, so let's talk about it because, and again, you know, we talked about whether or not we should do this segment, but there are a lot of women out there who have larger, butts, okay? That's just the way it is, all right? That doesn't change anything. I mean, it's a fact of life. And so they have to wear clothing too. They have to be marketed to as well. And so finally now, someone is putting it out there for all to see.
That's true. I guess it just depends on the way that it's done. It's the first time I've seen an ad of this sort.
Was that too much? Did you think the Nike ad, for example, was too strong?
I think it was quite strong. It was quite strong. I guess it's just more of a confidence level for her.
When women come into your shop to purchase items, what do they say to you about how they feel about their bodies?
They're comfortable about their bodies, but within a showroom, a lot of times the collections are done in sample sizes. Sample sizes are those in which you see on the runway, which are in the 2s, the 4s, sometimes you get the 0. The average woman is not that size. The average woman is going around sizes of 6 up to 12, and with larger thighs and larger rears.
Well, and again, Nelly, for example,
Yes.
is with the apple bottom jeans. Are you familiar with how well that's doing? From what I've read, it looks like they're doing very well,
They're
and
doing
we've seen his website.
very well. They're doing very well with it because the difference is in fashion. The retailers started to kind of focus on a fit that would work for a woman with a larger butt, basically. Something that a lot of women face is called a bucket effect, where when you have a shape of a smaller waist but a larger rear, your jeans or your pants kind of bucket out in the back. So a lot of the change in the clothing
was out of necessity
came to go
that.
and to give more of a nice fit, like Brazilian cut jeans. That's why if you notice a lot of mannequins nowadays actually have more shape.
Those are the lower riding jeans.
Those are the lower riding jeans. And so it's fitting a lot more of the woman's fuller shape, the hourglass figure.
All right, now, and again, this is a very difficult topic here. We were talking off camera here, and you said that you yourself have had to deal with this all of your life. Now, how did you feel about that personally if people made a comment about your butt or any of these things?
For many years, I mean, that's always been the largest part of me since I was 12. So for many years, I was self-conscious about it. And I just got to a point as I got older to say, you know what, I have to be comfortable with my shape and how I am and embrace it. And so instead, I just make jokes about it.
And that became your term,
and that's what it is, and that's what I call it. You have to embrace the booty.
The celebrity appeal, and that's where we started on this. Again, Beyonce, J-Lo, Serena Williams. Don't you think that by seeing them out there like that, that some women can better identify with that and say, oh my goodness, you know, if Serena is okay with it and hers is bigger than mine, then I can be okay with it too.
It goes both ways. Some women can identify it, and some women want to be it. That's the other thing that's happened. There's basically like a butt craze. There's women who are getting butt implants just to have a bigger butt, and the most requested one is J-Lo's. There was
there's actually, let's get this, there's actually a J-Lo mold to get her butt? You gotta
Not
be kidding
an
me.
exact mold, but there actually was a sad story on a woman who got the implants, the doctors overinflated it, and hers actually exploded because she was trying to get that look to get model bookings. So it
I
really
didn't know about that.
It goes, you know, both sides.
Well, I don't mean to laugh at this lady. I mean, I hope she's okay.
Right.
I don't know her, obviously. But again, in terms of the marketing,
Yes.
In terms of, because this was always a taboo topic, I was told. And I see women a lot of times who will pull their shirts down or wrap a sweater around their bottoms because they're not really comfortable with that. And so, again, we're just trying to see just how much of a need has been out there for so long.
I think there has been a need for it, and if you notice, there's not a lot of that tie around the waist sweaters going on anymore. A lot more women are wearing more clothes that fit the shape because they have the clothes now that work for them.
And what about the stereotype? And we intentionally stayed away. There are a lot of songs that have been made about this. Oh, yes, Sir Mix-a-Lot,
Yes.
Baby Got Back, and all of
Yes.
this. And we didn't want to put that out there for this show because we didn't think that, you know, it would keep the focus on where we wanted it to be, and that is in terms of how women feel about this and the marketing of it, and to get away from the stereotype of the women who flaunt that just for the sake of the sexuality of it.
Right. I mean, definitely with a lot of the music videos, it's done more in a sense to flaunt it. But if you actually look back into history during the Romantic period, the women would wear wired casings under their dresses just to have a higher propped, you know, butt. It was a sign of beauty with their gowns.
All right, and again, you're a shop owner. You deal with this every day.
Yes.
You know about these things. What's the name of your shop?
Showroom 77.
Let's give you a plug right there, because if women are interested in coming to find items that would be
Yes.
specifically catered to them, then this would be a place.
We deal with all different sizes. It's in a wholesale retail showroom, and we cover the range.
All right. Well, Angela Edmonds, I thank you for joining me for this topic to talk about this. And like I said, we had a big debate about whether or not we should put this out there like that, and you've helped.
Thank you.
Okay? Thank you very, very much. By the way, do you have a big butt? And are you comfortable with it? And are you angry at me that we talked about this right here tonight? Well, I'd love to talk to you. Email me and let me know what you think about this, and I can't wait to read your comments.